I had to sit with this energy for a little bit. It feels like there is a heaviness that almost feels like it's because of isolation, where you're in a new environment that feels so foreign to you that you don't know how to let others in or where to find others who are similar to you. And I think you're in this isolation mode when the creator or whoever is preparing you for something you can handle. And you know how they say that when you wish for something, things fall out of place, and then you're met with all these challenges because these challenges almost train your nervous system to be ready for this huge thing. And so I sat with this energy for a little bit, and I think it's from maybe you thinking like, when is it going to be my time? When is it going to be my turn? I've been showing up every single day, day in and day out, and I don't see any progress. I don't see any movement. When is it going to be my turn? And it seems that when you're asking this question, it's almost like you're at the verge of tears. You're at the feeling of just wanting to break down and just wanting to give up. And I'm here to remind you that this moment in your life is a phase that's training you, that's building up your stamina to create stamina, so that when things do come, and because your dreams or your wishes or your goals are so big, that when it does come, it'll almost be like, not minuscule, but it'll be something that you can manage, that you can handle. And I'm getting the image of, regardless what people think about him or not at the moment, Mark Zuckerberg, when he walks into that courtroom and all those cameras are following him, and he sits at the table in front of the judge almost, and all the cameras are just zoomed in around him. That's the image that I'm getting. I'm also getting a lot of flower energy. I don't know what kind of flowers they are, but it is the color orange, yellow. It's those flowers that just like, the petals are so thin and then they just like kind of open up like that. I don't know what they're called. But this blue moon, because they say a full moon only happens once a month, but because it's happening twice this month, it's called a blue moon, is you might be feeling the urge to like clean up your space or clean up the home environment. And this blue moon, to prepare for it, is to release what you haven't probably used in over a year and a half, and to remove it from your space completely, whether it's donating it or simply just getting rid of it, because that is making you hold on to things that are no longer necessarily there to serve you. And energetically, that's creating a subconscious slash energetic space in your auric field where you're holding on to things, whether it's friendships, situations, or even items in the home that you no longer need and no longer deserve your energy, friendships, relationships, whatnot. And you're supposed to release it. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure that this is actually recording my voice. Okay, it was. So on this blue moon, which is in tomorrow night, I'm actually recording this the day before. I'm recording this the day before. So with this blue moon, you are to cleanse your space, your energy, and sit with intention in a moment of silence for maybe like 30 minutes or so. And visualize the life that you want. Visualize the life that you desire. Visualize whether it's a job, education, friends, a vacation, whatever it is. Visualize that with intention. I'm not understanding what this with intention is. I'm just going to write that down for later in case it comes up again. But as I was talking about the cleaning and the blue moon energy, I was getting a lot of fast moving energy as well. And it's almost like once you clear up this space, there's going to be a lot of good energy that flows your way because you release things that no longer serve you or are requiring of your current energy and space. And let me just see if there's anything else popping up. Okay, really strange. There is a energy or vibe in which you are to go into nature, or maybe you're being asked to go into nature more. Maybe you're getting inklings to go hikes or walks in natures where trees are and connect with nature and trees. And I find that when I personally do that, that is where I feel the most grounded, where my mind feels clear, and where I can receive ideas to create, whether it's to create videos and or create like business ideas or create something to do with creativity. So I'm guessing this message is for creative people. I'm seeing a visual of a man who has very strong features, and this man has a crown. I don't know if it's a man. It seems like a man in a tree. I don't know how significant that is. Very strange, but I'm gonna acknowledge it because it's being very prominent. And then a lot of butterflies and or what are those called? Moths around trees. So maybe it's embracing your light that brings some type of energetic aura into like maybe a room that you walk in or some places you go. You have this light that you carry with you, and you know how they say like moths are attracted to light, and that's the analogy that I'm getting. So maybe you have this light where a lot of people are attracted to you, or a lot of energies are attracted to you, and sometimes it's not always good energies that are attracted to you, and so you have to do a lot of cleansing, a lot of protecting, a lot of aura cleansing, spiritual cleansing, a lot of protection around you, because so many energies or whatever it is are attracted to the light of you in which you carry every time you go somewhere. So make sure you always envision yourself in like a cloak of protection or something is what I'm getting. Fast moving energy, we talked about that. Let me see if there's any more.